It was a scary find. A teacher at Forest Hills Central Middle School discovered a folded up piece of paper that said "People I Would Kill" with a list of first names on it.
But the district ruled there wasn't a threat to anyone. New at 6 o'clock, 24-hour News 8's Danny Carlson spoke with the superintendent to find out about how they came to that conclusion.
Well, and we do want to point out that they did do a full investigation involving the district, law enforcement, but you can imagine a folded up piece of paper like that could inspire a lot of fear, a lot of questions, and the investigation from the school and the sheriff's department.
The paper immediately meant an investigation, questioning students trying to figure out who wrote what and why. Superintendent Dan Beam says the student who wrote the note came forward the next day with their parents, explaining it was never meant to be seen and that the student didn't mean anything by it.
If it had stayed anonymous, would you have been more concerned?
I think so. If it had stayed anonymous, there's many unanswered questions that we would have.
Beam says he's happy the student felt comfortable enough to come forward and said both they and the sheriff's department are confident that there's no threat to the school or students. An email home to parents stated the same thing and said both agencies are working with the student to make better decisions in the future.
There's bound to be people who see this and say, how can you say that there's no threat in this day and age?
Right. You know, I don't believe we can minimize risk to zero in anything that we do. And what's important is that we have strong networks of people.
Dr. Adele Cadu, a pediatric psychologist at Helen DeVos Children's Hospital, tells us it's important to pay attention to any changes in mood or behavior with kids, and if an adult recognizes something is wrong, talk to the kid about it.
Just because a child writes something down doesn't mean that that is an action that they are going to definitely engage in, but it doesn't mean we want to just kind of sweep it under the rug. We still want to see what's going on that would even contribute to why they would say some of those things or write down some of those things that they're feeling.
Now, the Children's Hospital does have some helpful information on its website to help identify issues and how to talk with kids. We will have a link to that on our website, woodtv.com.